So Sadia Khan actually identifies as a Muslim, and that has surprised me because I didn't know that she identifies as a Muslim. I knew she came from a Muslim family, but that means also she's going to get judged by the Muslim community. And I think we've seen some videos come out in that regard, and I think that makes it much harsher and much more brutal, like what she did, if that is really the case. So it says yes, Sadia Khan, the psychologist and relationship expert, identifies as a Muslim. In a YouTube video where she introduced herself, she explicitly states, "I'm a Muslim woman in a modern world." She's often described as a Pakistani Muslim who incorporates Islamic values into the psychological insights on relationships and self-control. For instance, she has discussed topics like the mental health benefits of faith and gratitude from a Muslim woman perspective on materialism. While some online debates question her adherence to certain Islamic principles based on her views or conflicts with religious figures, her self-identification and public persona align with being Muslim. I mean, how many Muslim women truly were able to escape, the Islam world, even if they wanted to, even if they were living in, some other modern lifestyle? So, and I think, so a lot of probably Muslims looked up to her, especially women, where they were like, oh, she's giving good advice and I'm learning how to navigate this. And now I don't come from a Muslim background, nor am I very versed in Islam, but I understand. I did have 3 Muslim women as clients, and they told me stuff that they told no one else ever. And it was interesting to learn from that perspective. And it's interesting how little Islam women feel empowered to really leave the situation, because they get oftentimes they get when somebody says something, they'll do something bad to you when you want to do something for yourself. It's kind of like I'm mixing my languages in the head right now. I have so many languages. English is just one of them. Kind of like threaten you. So a lot of women get threatened to leave, their Islamic families or whatever, leave Islam, and that's very common. So I think even if somebody like Sadia Khan wanted to, but I also think she saw a market in it where she could, work with these types of men and women from this culture and religion and belief in order to get more money from it. Like, for example, in Dubai, it would be pretty easy, I think, to do that. And so I think that that makes it much more problematic as to what she did, because, Islam sees a lot of these things very harshly, and there's actually some law to it, I think, in Dubai for some of these things. So she's gonna have a really, really tough time, and she's probably gonna get even like threats and stuff in her DM. This is something that I wasn't aware of before. I was like, okay, she's just, a modern coach, influencer, blah blah blah, but I didn't see it from this Islam or Muslim perspective. And now we have these videos come out where they're like disavowing her or being like, she's not part of us. And then I get even messages like, she's not really Pakistani, she's like Kashmir or whatever. And you see how passionate and also like strong felt some of these people are in terms of like what she did or where she comes from and so forth. I can say from the perspective of a Westerner, I'm actually Slavic from Czech Republic, living in Western European countries. If she were just European, we would say just, okay, she's a slut and that's it. If that were the case, that it's true what she did, the audio leak. But from the Muslim perspective, it becomes, of course, also a religious thing, and that's something that I haven't considered. And I think that makes it very, very, very difficult for her, because I think there's a lot of people in that community or in that culture and that religion that are really like fanatics, and they're gonna be really like harsh to her, and that I think will make it much, much more difficult. Something I totally haven't considered.